Welcome to the S&P 500 Tracker, the Revenue versus Earnings edition. Produced by Applied Info Services. These chart reports track the revenues versus earnings per share, year over year, for all categories in the index. It is produced from public company financial data obtained from 10Q quarterly and 10K annual reports filed with the SEC. This information is made available through the SEC Electronic Data Gathering Analysis and Retrieval System, also known as EDGAR. Also contributing to the charts is information from Wikipedia. The chart data comes from companies that have reported results at the time the video was produced. Note that all series in the charts are aggregated unweighted amounts. The data metrics for the charts were compiled with the utmost care using quality control measures. But due to changes and revisions in the reported data as well as ambiguity of some information, the resulting charts should be viewed as approximations of the company's underlying results. This video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as trading advice. Layout of the revenue to earnings per share charts, elements numbered 1 through 7. Number 1, the chart title, describes the chart's category and series being measured. Number 2, the chart's recency information, which may include the issue quarter of the chart, the average of the dates when the quarterly reports were provided to the SEC, and the percentage of companies providing quarterly reports. Number 3, supplemental metrics. These may include price-to-earnings ratio and dividend yield if applicable. The price-to-earnings ratio, if applicable, represents a 12-month trailing average. The dividend yield, if applicable, represents the total dividends of the last 12 months divided by the share price at the time of the report. Number 4, axis for revenue series, the blue line, whose corresponding values are along the left axis and whose scale is given at the top of the axis. The left axis of the chart represents the aggregate, unweighted revenue for all companies in the sector. Number 5, axis for the earnings per share series, the orange line, whose corresponding values are along the right axis and whose scale is given at the top of the axis. The earnings per share series represent the aggregate, unweighted earnings per share for all companies in that industry. The earnings per share is a net value, and consists of earnings per share from continuous as well as discontinued operations. The basic earnings per share is used instead of the diluted earnings per share. Number 6, the axis for the time series of the chart, located horizontally along the bottom of the chart. All intervals are in standard calendar quarters and span the most recent 5 quarters, which presents a year-over-year view. The unit of measure for the time axis is the standard calendar quarter. Please note, the date a company's results are submitted to the SEC will determine which calendar quarter its results are reported in, even though that company's internal fiscal quarter may differ from the standard calendar quarter. Number 7, the quarterly change in revenue, in percentage. And now, onto the charts. There are 503 stocks listed in the S&P 500 index for 500 companies. The 500 companies in the index are categorized into 11 industries, with each industry further divided into a number of sub-industries. The S&P 500 index industries include the following: industrials, healthcare, information technology, communication services, consumer discretionary, utilities, financials, materials, real estate, consumer staples, energy. 3 of the 503 stocks list 2 classes of shares. They are Fox, ticker symbol FOX; News Corp, ticker symbol NWSA; Alphabet, ticker symbol GOOGL. Since the metrics for the companies are the same for both classes of shares, they are only counted once. Periodically, new stocks are added and others are removed from the index. For fourth quarter, 2024. The following companies were added to the index: Apollo Global Management, ticker symbol APO. Workday Inc., ticker symbol WDAY. Lennox International, ticker symbol LII. Texas Pacific Land Corporation, ticker symbol TPL. The following companies were removed from the index: Bath and Body Works Inc., ticker symbol BBWI. Corvo, ticker symbol QRVO. Amentum, ticker symbol AMTM. Catalent, ticker symbol CTLT. Marathon Oil, ticker symbol MRO. A tangible benefit of these charts, in my opinion, comes from the S&P 500 index chart. This chart could be a proxy for U.S. gross domestic product. The aggregate value of its revenue over the preceding year amounts to nearly 70% of U.S. GDP. This value is not skewed by adjustments or other fudge factors. It just represents the bottom line total of sales, income, and revenue across a broad spectrum of the economy. Utilities sub-industries. Independent power producers and energy traders. Electric utilities. Multi-utilities. Water utilities. Gas utilities. Real estate sub-industries. Office REITs. Telecom tower REITs. Multifamily residential REITs. Real estate services. Data center REITs. Self-storage REITs. Retail REITs. Healthcare REITs. Hotel and resort REITs. Single-family residential REITs. Other specialized REITs. Industrial REITs. Timber REITs. Materials sub-industries. Industrial gases. Specialty chemicals. Paper and plastic packaging products and materials. Metal, glass and plastic containers. Fertilizers and agricultural chemicals. Commodity chemicals. Copper. Construction materials. Gold. Steel. Information technology sub-industries. IT consulting and other services. Application software. Semiconductors. Internet services and infrastructure. Electronic components. Technology hardware, storage and peripherals. Semiconductor materials and equipment. Communications equipment. Technology distributors. System software. Electronic manufacturing services. Electronic equipment and instruments. Footnotes for the information technology sector. New edition, Workday Incorporated, Exchange, NASDAQ, ticker, WDAY, sub-industry, application software. Industrial sub-industries. Industrial conglomerates. Building products. Electrical components and equipment. Human resource and employment services. Aerospace and defense. Data processing and outsourced services. Air freight and logistics. Construction machinery and heavy transportation equipment. Diversified support services. Rail transportation. Agricultural and farm machinery. Passenger airlines. Industrial machinery and supplies and components. Research and consulting services. Trading companies and distributors. Heavy electrical equipment. Cargo ground transportation. Construction and engineering. Environmental and facilities services. Passenger ground transportation. Footnotes for the industrial sector. New edition, Lennox International, Exchange, NYSE, ticker, LII, sub-industry, building products. Healthcare sub-industries. Healthcare equipment. Biotechnology. Life sciences tools and services. Healthcare supplies. Pharmaceuticals. Healthcare distributors. Managed healthcare. Healthcare services. Healthcare facilities. Healthcare technology. Financial sub-industries. Life and health insurance. Property and casualty insurance. Consumer finance. Multi-line insurance. Asset management and custody banks. Insurance brokers. Diversified banks. Multi-sector holdings. Financial exchanges and data. Investment banking and brokerage. Regional banks. Transaction and payment processing services. Reinsurance. Footnotes for the financial sector. New edition, Apollo Global Management, Exchange, NYSE, ticker, APO, sub-industry, asset management and custody banks. Missing reports, BlackRock Incorporated, ticker BLK, no reports since Q3, 2024. Energy sub-industries. Oil and gas exploration and production. Oil and gas equipment and services. Integrated oil and gas. Oil and gas storage and transportation. Oil and gas refining and marketing. Footnotes for the energy sector. New edition, Texas Pacific Land Corporation, Exchange, NYSE, ticker, TPL, sub-industry, oil and gas exploration and production. Consumer staples sub-industries. Tobacco. Agricultural products and services. Distillers and vintners. Packaged foods and meats. Household products. Soft drinks and non-alcoholic beverages. Consumer staples merchandise retail. Personal care products. Food retail. Brewers. Food distributors. Drug retail. Footnotes for the consumer staples sector. Missing reports, Bunge Limited, ticker BG, sub-industry, agricultural products and services, no reports filed since Q3 2023. Consumer discretionary sub-industries. Hotels, resorts and cruise lines. Broadline retail. Automotive parts and equipment. Automotive retail. Computer and electronics retail. Casinos and gaming. Restaurants. Footwear. Home building. Automobile manufacturers. Consumer electronics. Distributors. Leisure products. Home improvement retail. Apparel, accessories and luxury goods. Home furnishings. Apparel retail. Other specialty retail. Communication services sub-industries. Interactive media and services. Integrated telecommunication services. Cable and satellite. Interactive home entertainment. Broadcasting. Advertising. Movies and entertainment. Publishing. Wireless telecommunication services. Applied Info Services thanks you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like and share this exclusive information. To be notified when the next update for the first look at Q1 2025 is released, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Next update release on or around May 12, 2025.